Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Now, welcome to today's math class, and today we are going to learn about quadrilaterals chapter. Already I explained about quadrilaterals in previous class. Quadrilateral is nothing but four-sided polygon. What is it, beta? Quadrilateral is it is four sides polygon. Sir, quadrilateral is nothing but four sides polygon is called a quadrilateral. And also we learned different types of quadrilaterals like square, rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram, kite. We learned different types of quadrilaterals also. Yes. Now today class we are going to learn more about parallelogram. Yes. We are going to learn more about parallelogram. What is mean by parallelogram? When we can say that a quadrilateral is parallelogram? Sir, a quadrilateral is said to be parallelogram when its two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Yes. A quadrilateral. A quadrilateral which have a quadrilateral which have two pairs of opposite sides. Two pairs of opposite sides. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Then we can say that it is a parallelogram. Now let me take this is one quadrilateral A, B, C, D. So when it is said to be quadrilateral, when it is said to be parallelogram, if two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, means AB is parallel to opposite sides AB and CD, AD and BC. Those two opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. A quadrilateral in which two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called a parallelogram. Then it is called parallelogram. How can we represent the symbolic form? AB is parallel to BC, and also we can say that AD is parallel to BC. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called a parallelogram. And also we learned properties of parallelogram, like opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, diagonal bisect each other. Like that we learned few properties in previous class. Now let's see the proof of those properties. Now before going to prove that, let me recall once congruency rules. Congruency rules we can say, or we can say congruency criteria. We have different criteria. One is RHS and one more is triple S, corresponding three sides are equal, and SAS, two sides are equal, their included angle equal, and also we learn AAC, two angles are equal, their included side equal, and also we learn AAS. These are the congruency criteria. Sir, why we need to learn congruency criteria in this quadrilateral chapter? In this also, while proving the properties of this parallelogram. Suppose if you want to prove like sides are equal, opposite sides are equal, or if you want to prove like opposite angles are equal. So when you want to prove like sides are equal or angles are equal, in such case you take two triangles and prove they are congruent by any one of these criteria. Why? Because once two triangles are congruent, by CPCT we can say that corresponding sides equal, corresponding angles also equal. So these criteria will help us to say that two triangles are congruent. Okay children, let's see one of the theorem about parallelogram here. Theorem 8.1, a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. In a parallelogram, if you draw a diagonal, it will divide two congruent triangles it seems. What is the given data? It is parallelogram. What we have to show? Diagonal is going to divide into two congruent triangles. Let us prove this theorem better. Question is about parallelogram. So let me draw one parallelogram, and the name is parallelogram like P, Q, R, Yes, PQRS is a parallelogram. So let's write the given data first. What the given data? They gave sir PQRS. PQRS is a parallelogram. What is meant by parallelogram? Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. PQ is parallel to SR, SP is parallel to QR. It is a parallelogram. It means opposite. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. PQ is parallel to SR and the side SP is parallel to QR. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So let us write symbolic form. PQ parallel to SR and SP is parallel to QR. Then what is RPP? What is required to prove? We have to prove that diagonal divides. Diagonal divides parallelogram. Sir, we have to show that diagonal divides parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Two congruent triangles. Now, where is diagonal? We need to draw a diagonal. So let us draw diagonal PR. Now, diagonal is divided into two triangles. Parallelogram is divided into two triangles with diagonal PR. So one triangle is PQR, other triangle is SPR. It is divided into two triangles. Now they are asking to prove those two triangles are congruent. Just now I said criteria. By using any one of criteria, we have to prove that two triangles are congruent to each other. So let us take the two triangles. Triangle PQR. And other triangle is what? Triangle SPR. I took first triangle is PQR, second triangle is SPR. Now let us see the equal parts. Both the triangles. PR is same. PR is the common side for both first triangle and second triangle. Any common angles? Any equal angles? See, but the question they said SR is parallel to PQ. When SR is parallel to PQ, RP will become transversal. When RP is transversal, what we can say about these two? They are alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. From this both I got. Now other pair also there. Let's see other pair. SP is parallel to QR and PR is transversal. We can say that second triangle angle P equal first triangle angle R. Can you say what is the reason? Sir, even they are also alternate angles. Now let's see angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. Two angles are equal, their included side equal. Two angles are equal, their included side equal. Now these two are congruent. By which criteria we can say? Sir, it is angle, side, angle criteria. We can say that both triangles are congruent. Once if you people thorough about transversal, alternate corresponding, then it will be easy. Now let us write the equal parts. From triangle PQR, angle P, that we can write with three alphabets. Angle QPR is equal to, in second triangle, it is equal to R. Means you can express like SRP. SRP. This we can't write with single alphabet. I wrote angle QPR equal to this. I wrote SRP like this. Why they are equal? Alternate angles. So they are alternate interior angles. Yes, I got one angle. Next, from first triangle, angle R, we write with three alphabets. QRP is equal to, from second triangle, angle P, we write three alphabets. SPR. Even they are also alternate angles. Alternate angles. Now one more angle is finished. What next? Side. PR. Sir, in first triangle PR is equal to second triangle is PR. The reason it is common side. The reason is common side. Now one side also finished. Which property now? Don't say AS. Side is included, madam. Side is included. Angle, side, angle we can say. Yes. Now I can say by angle side angle. Side is included of those two angles. Property, these two are congruent. Triangle PQR is congruent to triangle with red only dashes. First triangle you can write any order PQR, QRP, RPQ, right? But while writing second triangle, alphabets equal angles must be in equal places. Let's see here. Angle P is equal to angle R. Angle P is equal to angle R. Angle P first, R also first. Angle R is equal to angle P. Angle R last. P also last. RP finished. One more is what? S. Yes. Now both the triangles are congruent. What we can say now? Parallelogram divides two congruent triangles when you draw a diagonal. Hope it is clear. You can write here now. Therefore, diagonal. Yes, diagonal divides parallelogram. Diagonal divides parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Hope it is clear. Just be proved with the help of congruency criteria. Yes, children, let's see one more theorem here. 8.2. Here they said in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. We have to prove that in parallelogram opposite sides are equal, it seems. Here the given data is parallelogram, and we have to prove that opposite sides are equal. So let us draw one parallelogram. The given about parallelogram. I took one parallelogram. So name it like A, B, C, D. Yes, we write the given data first. What is given data here? Sir, they said it is a parallelogram. ABCD is parallelogram. Given ABCD is parallelogram. What is meant by parallelogram? Parallelogram is nothing but their opposite sides are parallel. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Means AB opposite side is what? DC. AB is parallel to DC. AB is parallel to DC. And other side is also parallel. AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Sorry, this is not the symbol of parallel, but this we can represent the parallel. Yes, parallelogram means two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Then what is required to prove? You have to prove that opposite sides are equal. Yes, they are asking to prove opposite sides. Opposite sides are equal. Means what? Yes, it's enough to prove that AB is equal to DC are opposite, and also AD is equal to BC. We have to prove that opposite sides are equal. We already said to prove two sides are equal, should take two triangles and prove they are congruent. After symbolic form, by simplicity we can say that corresponding sides are equal. Now let us draw one diagonal AC. Sir, why diagonal? To get two triangles. Why two triangles? To be congruent. Why congruent? By simplicity we can write corresponding sides are equal. Yes. Now I am doing a small construction pattern. What is the construction pattern here? Join AC. Join AC diagonal. Yes. Now, if I draw AC diagonal, I got two triangles. First triangle and second triangle. Yes. Now, what is the first triangle? ABC. Triangle ABC. My first triangle. And the second triangle I am considering like ADC. Triangle ADC is second triangle. Two triangles. Now we have to prove these two triangles are congruent. Then by simplicity we can get easily corresponding sides equal. Now tell me, how can I say these both are congruent? Sir, AB is parallel to BC. No, then CA is called transversal. Once CA is transversal, both these angles are called alternate angles. Similarly, other opposite sides are parallel. Now AD is parallel to BC, sir. So we can say that angle AC is transversal. When DA is parallel to CB, AC is transversal. In such case, angle A in second triangle equal angle C in first triangle. Even there also alternate angles. However, AC is the common side for both first and second triangle. Now, two angles are equal. One is common side, and that common side is included of those two equal sides. Angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle property, we can say that both are congruent. Now let us write the equal parts. For first triangle, angle A, we can write with the help of three alphabets. Angle BAC equal. Second triangle, angle C. I can write angle ACD. Both are equal. The reason is they are alternate angles. They are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. I finished one angle. Next we go to side if you want. From first triangle AC equal to second triangle also AC. What is the reason? Sir, it is the common side. It is the common side in both the triangles. One side finished. Next, first triangle angle C. We write angle ACB. Angle ACB is equal to second triangle angle A, angle DAC. Just I am writing both these are equal better. This I wrote like BCA and this I wrote like DAC. Let's see here. Why they are equal? So even they are also alternate interior angles. One more angle here. Yes, angle, side, angle. Side must be included. See, side is included of those two angles. Now it's enough to say that they are congruent by which condition? By angle, side, angle. Side is included of those two angles. Right, symbolic form triangle ABC is congruent to triangle. Equal angles must be in equal places. A is equal to C. From first triangle, angle A equal to second triangle C, equal places. C equal to A. First triangle C equal to second triangle A. Last. From ADC, AC finished, D left. CDA. Two triangles are congruent. Once two triangles are congruent, by CPCT we can say corresponding sides equal, corresponding angles equal. Here sides enough, no need of angles. Because we have to do only sides are equal, no beta. So take corresponding sides are equal here. First to two, last to two, last to two. First last. Now first to two, AB is equal to CD. Last to two, BC equal to DA. First last, AC equal to CA. Sorry. So we proved C here. Yes, children, now we'll see one more theorem better. Here they said theorem 8.3. If each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral equal, then it is a parallelogram. Here they given quadrilateral with opposite sides are equal, and they are asking to prove it is a parallelogram. So the given data is about quadrilateral. So let me draw one quadrilateral and name it PQRS. About this quadrilateral, what they said better? Opposite sides are equal. It means PQ is equal to SR, SP is equal to QR. That is given data. Then we have to prove it is a parallelogram. Sir, when we can say it is a parallelogram, we have to show that two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Once two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then we can say that it is a parallelogram. Now let's see what's given data. The given PQRS is quadrilateral. Yes, PQRS quadrilateral. PQRS is quadrilateral. Is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. What are the opposite sides? Here opposite sides are PQ is equal to SR and one more is SP is equal to QR. Opposite sides are equal to the given. Then what is RTP? What is required to prove here? We have to show that it is a parallelogram. Sir, we have to prove that PQRS is parallel. It means opposite sides are parallel. Two pairs of opposite sides. We have to show PQ is parallel to SR and also another pair SP is parallel to QR. Once two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then we can say that it is a parallelogram. Now think about proof. How can I prove this? When we can say lines are parallel, but suppose if I have two lines and third line is intersecting those two more lines at two different points, this I'll take some x. Let me take it is y. If suppose if x plus y is equal to 180, let me take L M. X and y are called co-interior angles. Sum of co-interior angles are supplementary. Then we can say that lines are parallel. L is parallel to M. Or let me take two more lines. Draw one line which intersect those two more lines at two different points. Let me take these two angles, some x and even this also x. What we can comment? Alternate angles are equal. When alternate angles equal also, it's enough to say that lines are parallel. Lines are parallel. Or suppose let me take two lines, third line is intersecting two different points. If these two angles are equal, they are called corresponding angles. If corresponding angles are also equal, then we can say that lines are parallel. Lines are parallel. So these are the different ways we have to prove that, to say that two lines are parallel. Co-interior angles are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. If alternate angles are equal, then we can say lines are parallel. Or if corresponding angles are equal also, we can say that lines are parallel. Now we have to prove parallel. Means we have to show that either alternate angle is equal or corresponding angle is equal. Yes. Finally, we have to show that angles are equal. So to show that angles are equal, to prove angles are equal, we'll take two triangles and we'll prove triangles are congruent. Why? Because once triangles are congruent by CPCT, their angles are equal. No. So let us draw one diagram. So that I can see two triangles, PQR triangle, SPR triangle. Try to prove both the triangles are congruent by any one of criteria. So that by CPCT we can say corresponding angles equal. Once corresponding angles equal, then the lines are parallel. Once lines are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. Now see, is there any chance to say they are congruent directly better? Sir, first and second triangle PQ is equal to SR given. SP is equal to QR given. PR is the common side. By triple S we can say that both the triangles are congruent. So let me take the first triangle better. My first triangle I took triangle PQR. Yes. Triangle PQR, comma, and second triangle I took triangle PSR. Triangle PSR. Now let us write the equal parts. From first triangle, side PQ is equal to and side SR. The reason, the given in question itself, given opposite sides are equal. From first triangle QR, side QR, first triangle side QR is equal to, and second triangle side SP. Even this also the given data. And next, first triangle side PR is equal to second triangle also side PR. The reason is it is the common side. It is the common side for both the triangles. One side given data, one more side is given data. This one side is common. Now which criteria we can say better? Sir, by triple S criteria we can say that two triangles are congruent. Let us write symbolic form. Triangle PQR is congruent to triangle. Keep the dashes. Now write the equal angles must be in equal places. There is no angles. We have sides. Okay. PQ is equal to SR. PQ first two. SR also first two. But SR first two we can write like SR we can write or RS also we can write. Why? Because in figure SR, RS same line segment. So SR we can write RS also. So PQ first, PQ, SR both are equal. when PQ first 2, SR first 2. To get SR first 2, it may be SR or it may be RS also. SR, RS both represent same line segment figure. SR finished, more P left. Now which one correct sir? RSP na SRP na? That will check it with the help of remaining sides. Remaining equal sides. QR is equal to SP. QR last two. SP last two. To get SP last two, can I take this SP or RP? Upper one we can take. Yes. Sir, no use of this now. Yes. Now we can write triangle PQR is congruent to triangle RSP. Both the triangles are congruent. Once triangles are congruent, by see the sides equal, angles equal. Let us take angles. Why? Because if corresponding or like alternate angles are equal, then only we can say that lines are parallel. Because sides already we know they are equal. Because of that, I am going with equal angles. Angle P is equal to angle R. Angle P is equal to angle R. Second. Angle Q is equal to angle S. Angle Q is equal to angle S. Angle R is equal to angle P. Angle R is equal to angle P. What is the reason? By corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now see how the angles are. Angle P is equal to angle R. Yes. Angle P is equal to angle R. See, angle P is equal to angle R means both the angles are equal. How these two angles are? Angle P is equal to angle R. Sir, both these angles are alternate angles. These both are alternate angles. So that we can say that R is parallel to PQ. Yes. From this I can say that PQ is parallel to SR. Hope it is clear. Both the angles are alternate better. Angle P in first triangle equal to angle R in second triangle. Both are alternate angles. SR is parallel to PQ. The reason you can write, they are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Q is equal to S. Okay, Q is equal to S. Then from this one we can write R is equal to P. R from first triangle R is equal to second triangle P. Sir, even these two also alternate, sir. R is equal to P are alternate angles. So that we can say that SP is parallel to QR. Even other pair of lines are parallel. SP is parallel to QR. The reason is the above two angles are alternate angles. They are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Now I got two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Even I want to prove the same thing, two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. I proved two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Yes. Now what we can conclude? When opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal, it is a parallelogram. Therefore, opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Opposite sides of a quadrilateral equal. Then what we can conclude? Then we can say that it is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram. Hope it is clear. Yes, children, let's see one more theorem about parallelogram. Theorem 8.4. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Just take care, it is a parallelogram. Given data is parallelogram, we have to prove that in that opposite angles are equal, it seems. So let us draw one parallelogram again. Let me draw one parallelogram and name it A, B, C, D. I am taking one parallelogram. So let us write the given data first. Yes, the question they given first. It is a parallelogram. Sir, ABCD. ABCD is what? It is parallel. What is meant by parallelogram? Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to, yes, AB is parallel to BC and AD is parallel to BC. Two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Let us represent with symbolic form. AB is parallel to BC and AD is parallel to BC. Then what is required to prove? Yes, here the RTP required to prove that opposite angles are equal. What are the opposite angles? A opposite C, B opposite D. We have to prove that angle A is equal to angle C, I mean opposite angles. And also we have to prove that angle B is equal to angle D. Opposite angles are equal. To prove angles are equal, we know already, same logic. Take two triangles, prove congruent, symbolic form. By simplicity we can say that corresponding angles are equal. Let us draw one diagonal to prove these two triangles are congruent. Let me take one triangle ABC. You can take any one, 1, 2 or 1, 2 like this you wish. And I am taking second triangle. Now we have to prove that both the triangles are congruent. See once, how can I prove congruent? Any equal parts? Both the triangles, AC is the common side. It is there in both first and second triangle. And DC is parallel to AB. They said, can I say these two are equal? They are alternate angles. And also they said AD is parallel to BC. AC is called transversal. When AC is transversal, we can say that these two are called alternate angles. And alternate angles are always equal. Now see, first triangle, second triangle, two angles are equal, one side equal, and also that side is included of those two equal angles. Angles and angle, angles and angle. Now we can say that two triangles are congruent. By which criteria? Angle, side, angle criteria. We can say that both the triangles are congruent. Now let us write the equal parts. Sir, my first triangle is triangle ABC, and my second triangle I took triangle ADC or ACD. ACD. Write the equal parts. From first triangle, angle A, we can write angle BAC is equal to second triangle, angle C. I can write angle ACD. What is the reason, beta? Sir, the reason is alternate angles. They are alternate angles. One angle finished. Now one side is also equal. First triangle AC equal, second triangle also AC. Sir, it is the common side. It is the common side. One side is also equal. Next, one more angle is there. In first triangle, angle C equal, second triangle, angle A. But don't write C better. Write down with the help of three alphabets. Why? Because if you write C, it is down part, or upper part, or whole part. It's not clear. Because of that, we can represent with three alphabets. From first triangle, you can say triangle angle BAC or BCA is equal to second triangle angle DAC. Both are equal. The reason is alternate interior angles. Yeah, alternate interior angles. One more angle is equal. Now by ACA, and you can see a side is included of those two equal angles. By ASA criteria, we can say that by angle, side angle criteria, we can say that both the triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A is equal to C. In the place of AC, you take A is equal to C. As we took angle C equal to angle A. C place you can take A. C last, A last. CA finished, more B left. Two triangles are congruent. Now by CPCT we will take corresponding angles equal, no need of sides. The reason RTP I want to put about angles only. Let us write the equal angles. Angle A is equal to angle C. Angle B is equal to angle D. Angle C is equal to angle A. How am I writing better? Just you are taking first one AC. Second BD. Third CA. By CPCT. What is the reason? By corresponding parts of congruent triangles. A equal to C, already we got. B is equal to D, yes. Here I can see B is equal to D. Opposite angles are equal, I can see now here. B is equal to D, I can see. Sorry, no need here. B is equal to D. This we proved B is equal to D. Still we have to prove A equal to C. See, by taking AC diagonal, I got B equal to D. Now to prove this A equal to C, we will take the DB diagonal instead of AC, so that we can prove A is equal to C. Yes. Now let me draw second part. Let me draw one more triangle. Sir, by one more triangle, just I proved B is equal to D. Still I want to prove A equal to C. Sir, A is equal to C there, no? A is nothing but here whole complete angle here we can take. This represent only this part better, first triangle. Okay, na? So we'll take same parallelogram. I'm doing this to prove A equal to C. To prove angle A equal to angle C means other diagonal. Let us take same figure and I'll let here A, B, C, D. Now by taking this AC diagonal, I got D equal to B. Now to get A equal to C, we'll draw DB diagonal. Already it is a parallelogram. So two pairs of opposite sides are parallel. DC parallel to AB, DB is transversal. So angle D equal to angle B, alternate angles. Similarly, AD parallel to BC, then DB is called transversal. Then both these angles are called equal. They are also alternate angles. By angle side angle, they are congruent by AC. Let me take my first triangle, second triangle. First triangle is triangle ABD, triangle ABD, comma, and second triangle is BCD, triangle BCD. From first triangle we can say angle B is equal to, we'll write with three alphabets, ABD is equal to second triangle D, we'll write BDC. The reason is alternate angles. They are alternate angles. One angle we got, and both the triangles you can see BD is the common. BD is equal to BD. It is the common side. Sir, it is the common side. We finished one side also equal. Next, any other angles, equal angles? First triangle you can see D, ADB. Angle ADB is equal to second triangle B, DBC. The reason is both the angles are alternate angles. Alternate angles. One more angle also got. Now by angle side is included of those two equal angles. Now we can write by ASA, angle side angle condition, both the triangles are congruent. Triangle ABD is congruent to, keep the dashes, triangle. In the place of B we will take D, B middle, so D also middle. In the place of D we will take B, D last, B also last. Sorry, D we finished, more C left. C. Yes, after symbolic form by CPC we will take corresponding angles. A equal to C, angle A equal to angle C. Sorry, angle B is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle D. Angle D is equal to angle B, angle D is equal to angle B. Yes, you can see here A equal to C. A is equal to C. From first triangle, angle A equal to second triangle C. I got A equal to C. Yes, we proved A equal to C and B equal to D also. With the help of diagonal, AC diagonal, I got D equal to B. By taking other diagonal, I proved A equal to C. A equal to C. So what we can write now? Therefore, parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Therefore, in a parallelogram, yes, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. So these are the few theorems of about parallelogram. Hope it is clear to everyone.